Shippensburg and Millersville University were on lockdown during April Fool's Day. We have the latest.
And the Women's Center is taking back the night. Find out how you can help them march through the barriers of domestic violence.
We'll also catch up with Eudora Lindy in the Weather Center, see what the scapegoats are up to with Ryan Jordan, and stop in for a quick in-studio session with Casey Cunningham.
Stay tuned, Shippensburg. Newscenter 21 starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller.
And I'm Elisa Murray. Thank you for joining us.
Millersville University was on a 2-hour lockdown Tuesday. University spokesperson Janet Kaskosk says a professor received an email from a student who was afraid to go to class. Kaskosk said, quote, "The student thought he had a gun and that's why he was afraid to come to class. That was sufficient enough. There was a concern for the safety of the campus." The university asked the faculty, students, and staff to stay inside while the campus was being searched. Workers in the library contacted campus police after the student walked into a computer lab. He was apprehended shortly after. And a suspicious note was found in Reasoner Dining Hall just a few hours before Millersville went on lockdown. Dr. Pete Gelati emailed students telling them to stay away from the building until investigators were complete. Nothing dangerous was found in Reasoner, but Dr. Gelati says all threats will be taken very seriously.
Students in Shippensburg might be looking for new ways to ensure their safety on campus. Jess Claus and Lindsay Verzali have some tips on keeping safe.
Security is becoming a big issue. I'm here with some tips on staying safe both on and off campus. First, stay alert and keep your head up. Walking with headphones is not a good idea. Try to stay in groups and tell someone where you're going. Avoid bare alleys and aim for well-lit, heavy traffic areas. Crimes are less likely to occur with witnesses present. On campus, know where the emergency blue lights are located. Know how to contact police and keep the campus police number in your phone. In your house, always keep doors and windows locked, even if you are home. By taking these simple steps, you can ensure that college is a safe place to be. For Newscenter 21, I'm Lindsay Verzali.
Thanks for that report.
The Women's Center is taking back the night. These daisies that are outside the Cub were planted in the memory of those affected by domestic violence. Take Back the Night is a national event featuring rallies and speakers. Shippensburg's Take Back the Night starts tonight at 7 p.m.
Student Senate has been keeping busy this month and is looking forward to several events that are in the works for the rest of the semester. The big event and Relay for Life are coming up. Senate thinks that student participation will be outstanding. Next week, we'll have more coverage on these events and we'll speak to a few senators about their plans.
Paper or plastic? The entries for the recycled art display are made of both. Students put these works of art together using recyclables like bottles, newspapers, and even old homework. The contest promotes a green lifestyle and shows an appreciation for art on campus.
Who has the best sandwiches in town? Jess Claus has the latest with Kathy's Deli.
I am outside Kathy's Deli, a rising star in the Shippensburg food scene.
Well, we pride ourselves on making fresh homemade food just like your mom would make. So that's why a lot of college students really like us, because they come home, it's like coming home.
For over 5 years, Kathy's Deli has been feeding local students, parents, and professionals.
Our whole idea is to be a quick in and out thing. A lot of people will stop, get their coffee, and we have 6 different kinds of coffee here. They'll get their coffee, order a sandwich. By the time they have their coffee poured, they're at the register paying for their sandwich for lunch and have their coffee for on the way to work. So we have a lot of that type of thing. We get a lot of trade from the high school since we're so close to high school. Teachers and parents running their kids to soccer practice, that sort of thing. So we get a lot of business professional people. At lunchtime, this place is usually packed, and as you can see, we don't have any seating inside. In the summertime, our patio's full of tables and chairs and umbrellas and whatnot, and so we're pretty busy when the weather's nicer from that aspect. Later in the day, usually not first thing in the morning, but later in the day, we get a lot of college students that stop in. And once they find us, since we're not so close to campus, but once they find us, they are very good customers. They repeat a lot, get to know us on first name basis and whatnot.
I'd say the majority of the people here are very friendly. I mean, we try to help them as much as we can. They're very friendly when they come in and ask, like, for a hoagie or something. They're very friendly.
They know a lot of them personally. I don't really know them all personally, but we got some SHIP students. We got high school kids when high school lets out and stuff. So it's busy, it's fun. I like it.
Even with business booming, there are no plans for expansion in the near future.
We think about it every day. We just haven't gotten to the point that we're ready to make that step. We're pretty busy with the catering, and that part of the business has grown to be probably 60 or more % of the business. So our time is consumed a lot thinking of that, and we just haven't developed that avenue further. That keeps us pretty busy.
Like all growing businesses, Kathy's must be careful not to bite off more than they can chew. For Newscenter 21, I'm Jessica Claus.
Thanks, Jess. That story made me so hungry.
I know, I've always driven past, but I've never stopped in. I'll have to stop in. Well, coming up next, we'll have a look at international news.
And we'll see if spring has really sprung. Eudora has your weather update. It's all next on your college show, Newscenter 21.
Good job.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I don't see it.
The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
It's springtime in the forest of the black-tailed deer. The young male is feeling playful. It's time for tag. The female flicks her ears. Her way of saying, "Catch me if you can."
Right here, right here.